So this is the iPhone 16, and the biggest change in the design department is actually at the camera bump at the back, which looks totally different from the iPhone 15's one or the 13th ones or the 14 ones. But it looks very similar to that of the iPhone 11 or even the iPhone 10 for that matter. Kind of a mix of both of these designs. But also the camera lens size is actually going to be bigger or similar to that of the last Pro model. So maybe it will have the same 48 megapixel sensor you can find inside the iPhone 15 Pro or the iPhone 14 Pro models. And unlike the iPhone 15 models, the action button is also going to be present on all the iPhone 16 models, including the standard models. And there is a chance that the size of the action button will also increase. Or maybe it won't, because there is a lot of confusion regarding that online. So take it with a pinch of salt. It is not the most important button on the device either, because there is going to be another one. It's a capture button. And yes, a new capture button will be present on the right side below the power button on all the models to enhance the camera experience. And this button though is going to be a solid state button according to certain rumors. Not a normal depressing mechanism based buttons, but this will actually work with the taptic engine to give you that feel of a real button, but it's still not a real button. I think this is really cool though. But the button is actually rumored to be pressure and touch sensitive, so that you can do certain things like squeeze or double squeeze gestures, and certain features can be activated. Now in terms of dimensions though, the iPhone 15 and 16 models don't really have that much difference in dimensions. They are almost similar, except the iPhone 16 is slightly more thicker. But this change also means the battery obviously is going to be bigger. But that's true only for the standard model. It's going to be 3561 mAh on the iPhone 16, up from 3349 mAh. But for the 16 Plus, it's going to be slightly smaller. I mean, quite a bit smaller. It's going to be 4006 mAh battery, yes, down from 4383 mAh on the iPhone 15 Plus. So maybe they're betting too much on the efficiency factor of this device, or maybe they just gave a little too good of a battery life in the iPhone 15 Plus. Now this also means the screen size is also going to be similar to the iPhone 15 and 15 Plus. 6.1 inch for the standard 16 and 6.7 inch for the bigger 16 Plus model. But the same isn't happening with the Pro models though. They're getting bigger, 6.3 inch for the Pro model and 6.9 inches for the Pro Max model. That's actually a huge size though. And on top of that, all these screens are also rumored to have more higher brightness on all of them. And I'm talking about the manual high brightness, which is going to be 1200 nits compared to 1000 nits on the last models. Now, because the Pro models will also be bigger, they will also have bigger battery cells. For example, 3355 mAh, which is about 2.5% larger than the last model with 3274 mAh. And the iPhone 16 Pro Max will have 4676 mAh battery, largest on any iPhone yet, which is about 5% larger than the iPhone 15 Pro Max with 4422 mAh. Yeah, this is gonna give the Pro Max model insane battery life. Maybe that's why they are just reducing the 16 Plus's battery life. But one complaint is still gonna be there, and that's the display refresh rate. On the 16 and 16 Plus, it is still sadly gonna be 60 Hz panel, even though it's gonna have crazy thin bezels and whatnot, but yeah, that's the thing. And another thing is that the iPhone 16 standard model will also have thinner bezels like the iPhone 15 Pro models. Except the Pro models will actually feature even more thinner bezels, about 1.14 mm thin bezels, down from 1.7 mm. But just like the display difference, ultra-wide-angle camera will also be different. The iPhone 16 Pro will get a 48 megapixel ultra-wide-angle camera, unlike the standard models, which will still continue to have 12 megapixel one. Not a bad thing, but not a great thing either. In the lower light, definitely the 48 megapixel camera is going to be a winner. Much better aperture and whatnot. Also, the 5x telephoto lens is not going to be exclusive to the Pro Max anymore. It will also come to the Pro model, the cheaper, smaller one. The standard model will still gonna have the same 2x phantom zoom camera using the sensor crop feature on the newly updated main camera sensor. That's a good change, but the main camera module is going to be 1/1.28 inches in size, similar to the current iPhone 15 Pro Max. And because the Pro models are rumored to come with even more bigger sensor, almost 1-inch sensor, it's going to be 1/1.14 inches in size. Really big for a smartphone camera. Now, the Pro models will also include some new colors. Space black is going to be a more darker black, white, there is going to be a titanium gray, slightly different gray than the last model, and rose color option. I mean, still not the similar kind of rose gold color on the iPhone 6s Plus, but whatever. Now, other than that, Apple's A18 Pro chipset and A18 chipset are going to power all these devices. The Pro models will get powered by the Pro model chipset, and the A18 standard model will have slightly different clock speed, CPU clock speed, and slightly less CPU cores and slightly less GPU cores compared to the A18 Pro, and it will power the standard models. Good thing. Still a very good upgrade for most people who are using iPhone 14 or older models. What do you think? Let me know about your thoughts in the comment section below.
And yes, if you want, you can get some crazy cool wallpapers up on my website, a link down below. Until the next one, bye and take care.